So we got to get this one simple fact down that has been established. Even in diabetes care 2 years ago, they took type 1 diabetics, they dramatically increased their white sugar intake and decreased the insulin needs of type 1 diabetics. It's always been the same, but everybody knows different. Don't eat potatoes, turns to sugar, makes you fat, gives you diabetes. It's exactly the opposite in terms of ultimate disease outcome. Thing for the consumer and scientists and medical doctors to get straightened out. And it should have been straightened out in the 1920s when a fellow by the name of Percival Himsworth published his basic research, and it was all published by 1940 in the British Medical Journal. And it's just no question about it. Fat, we're talking about pig fat, cow fat, olive fat, paralyzes insulin, increases insulin needs. Carbohydrate, including pure white sugar, increases the sensitivity to insulin. It was published by Brunzell from University of Washington in the New England Journal of Medicine in...
Why Asians can't get fat and why guys can't get fat. I hear it all the time. Do you hear that as well? People say, oh, but Asians can eat rice because Asians can't get fat. Guys can eat anything because guys can't get fat. People actually say that. And I buy my dates, as I always have for the last fucking 10 years, by the box. Is organic California Medjool's fucking ripper. And then people are so dumb. I should say most people are so dumb, because not everyone's so dumb. In the video just then I used some footage of Freely that I took. People, oh my god, you're using Freely, like, what, can move on. I've moved on. Freely's moved on. We've both moved on. We're mates. But for someone to say, oh, but your advice doesn't work because X, Y, Z, then I have to use Freely as an example, because Freely is someone that I've coached for, like, almost 9 years. So that's the best example of anyone, whether you're with them or not, is to use what your best example. Hang on, let me say it this way. Let's say you're making bicycle frames, right? You're making bike frames, and someone says, "Oh, your bike frames are shit." And it's like, well, look at this bike frame that Lance Armstrong's been using for the last 9 years. It hasn't fucking failed. So Lance Armstrong might not be your sponsored athlete right now, but you can say, "Look, I work for Lance." But people are dumb, and never underestimate the ability to make money off stupid people. That's why Kayla Itsines and crew, she's worth $46 million, because people actually believe that you can starve yourself down on 1,600 calories a day. In my opinion, 1,600 calories a day plus exercise is starvation. 1,600 calories a day laying in bed for an adult, in my opinion, is starvation, based on the UN data. But anyway, so people believe that you can actually starve yourself and do burpees and get a bikini physique and maintain that forever. All you do, in my opinion, is you fuck your thyroid. You slow down your metabolism. You have to change what you put in your fucking face. What you eat, man. What you eat. Ride your bike. Fuck your car off. Why do you have a car if your goal is to be super skinny? That is like stupid. Why are you living in a shitty cold winter if your job is to, if you're not your job, if your goal is to be super skinny? And maybe that's your job. Maybe you want to be a YouTube queen or king where you got to have a certain physique. If you're a guy, you got to take steroids. But girls got it easy. Girls just get skinny and you're good to go. Stand tall, smile, you're good to go. Girls follow that. They'll buy whatever you sell, whatever you touch. And that's fine. That's social media. I understand that. Nothing wrong with that. But there's people out there, guys can't get fat, Asians can't get fat. There's fucking idiots out there who say don't eat dates. Dates are too sugary. It's like, man, and they're fucking, I don't know, man. Dum-dums. Dumber than dum-dum. But you make a documentary, Dumb and Dumber, or The Dumbest and the Dumberest, and it'll just be the person who thinks watermelon makes you fat. Sarah Wilson says on her blog, don't eat more than half a cup of watermelon per day unless you want to get obese. Literally says that. Don't eat more than half a banana at a sitting. Don't eat dates at all, because dates make you obese. Just like durianrider. Look at that. Hey man, remember kids? Durianrider's a steroid addict. Carbs make you fucking fat. I don't know what to do anymore. This fat fucks, I say it affectionately, fat, sloppy, chubby, dumb fucks on the internet, jiggle bellies, Happy Meal faced, fat wristed KFC lovers on the internet saying the durianrider is wrong. Man, I'm lean as fuck, fit as fuck. You couldn't keep up with me for 10 seconds on the bike. You're still fat, frumpy, chumpy, and not enjoying your life. Doesn't make you a bad person. But please, if you're going to critique my advice, you have to actually get results, man. Like better results than me. If you're going to critique my YouTube advice, you have to make more money than me. If you're going to critique my dating advice, you have to have a partner who meets your standards better than mine meets mine. Otherwise, it's like until you see veins in your abs, until you see a lean jaw, until you get to go to a restaurant and eat as much as you want of whatever the fuck you want to do, until you can go do 150 Ks with Peter Sagan, until you buy cash your first property in your suburb that you've always wanted to live in, the best postcode in Adelaide for cyclists and runners, until you've done that, until you've travelled the world with your bike, until you've had an S-Works bike, brand new, living on welfare, until you've camped out on welfare on beaches in tropical locations, until you've been knocked the fuck out by 270 pound fighters, until you get stopped and get up to 30 to 50 selfies a day, or more if you're at a vegan festival. Until then, zip it. Pay attention. And not just pay attention, actually do what the fuck I say. And maybe one day, if you actually work hard and stop being lazy, ungrateful fucks, you might one day get the results you're looking for. Maybe. Hopefully you do, because it is. I do have a lot of fun seeing people succeed. So I talk a bit of banter, but seriously, some people out there, they're gonna stay fat, frumpy, bored, boring, broke, desperate, unfulfilled, irritated, frustrated for life until they change attitude to gratitude.